All right, we got a solo this time. Zach Christensen out there. Bill Strain broke yesterday, and before we had parts from here to breakfast, he decided he was going to take the boat home so that he could play another day, fix it, and come back. And Travis is, discretion is a better part of valor sometimes. You make decisions. And so he's going to sit out. Zach is out there trying to get laps, trying to get heats in so he can get qualified as a driver, because he is in that gray area right now trying to get approved. He's got to get his card signed off by the referee, and he's not there yet. Won't be for a while yet, but it's part of the process we go through. We do the same thing in the vintage. You run so many heats. If you do what you're told, the way you're told, you get your card signed. If you don't, well, then you're going to have to do more. And the thing you don't want to do is screw up and get yellow cards or red cards. Get a yellow card, you're on the beach for a while. If you get a red card, you're on the beach for a year. And that goes across all of racing. Accidents happen, but you don't do dumb things. I mean, I know there's people that say we're dumb to get in a boat. We love doing this kind of stuff. That's why we do it. All right. Just trying to get his timing down to get ready for that start here. Travis, while I got you kneeling down beside me here, tell me a little bit about the engines in these SE boats. I know you know pretty well.
Yeah, so they're a Chevy 350 small block, and at least for our setup, we have the GM Vortec heads on them. The carburetor, it's all natural aspirated engine. With this class, it is limited to 90 mile an hour, and we can do that with the gear ratios. So we do run a V-drive in the boat. We will, after every heat, we'll come in and check our speeds and go from there, check plugs, and make sure that we're running right, and go from there.
All right. Zach Christensen making his start, and that's good. He's a little bit behind it. That's all right. That means he's paying attention. And I'm going to hand you this on mic for a second, and it is on. Go ahead and try that real quick. No. Give you this. Hang on 1 second. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just do it with a single. All right. For whatever reason, that one is not going. You set a record at Black Lake. I didn't think we could set records in the SE and SA classes. How in the world did you pull that off? I mean, I know you had to run over by not more than the allowed amount.
Yeah, so we ran on Saturday. We ran the boat, and we had a really good heat with Kit Brown, and we came in and they were talking about records and how basically both of us would have had a record. And I kind of looked at them and I said, there's no way, it's a GPS class. So I kind of looked into it a little bit more, and sure enough, they didn't have a record for the SE for 1 2/3 miles. And so we made a start on Saturday morning, and on Sunday morning, I looked back in the first heat and I had 4 little boats and made a record.
So how much room did you have left before you broke out?
Not much. We were running at 89. I believe it was 89. 89 8, 89 7, somewhere around there. But there's not much I could have done. Maybe a turn or two could have been a little bit better, but it is what it is. So we'll see what happens with it.
And you won the Nationals, correct?
Last year we won the Nationals, high points. This year for the Summer Nationals, we didn't. Kip Brown ended up walking away with that one.
All right. I know you've got a lot more racing to do in your future. You've run outboards, you've run flats, you run hydros. What do you think? What's your favorite?
I don't know. I'd have to go ahead and say probably either the flat bottom or maybe even deck riding in 1100 runabout. That's one of the best rides I've ever had. So.
Well, he's being honest about it, and you don't have to love the inboards the most. I know a lot of folks that have spent their entire racing career in outboards. They've been phenomenal at it. You, my own friend, have been good in all that you've stepped into, and I know I'm going to talk with Sean a little bit later about what's going on there. You guys have had a good run the last couple of races since they came out, and we'll kind of share more of that later with Sean, but we're glad to have you here, and I only look for bigger and better for you, my friend.
Thank you. Yeah, we'll go out and go put on a show as much as we can and wherever we can.
And they always do. Travis Olsch. Travis got sucked into this. His dad came and ran crane for Nest Cranes for us for many, many years. Dad actually drove a vintage boat up in Brewster in a test session. And we haven't got him back in one. I told him yesterday talking to him, we've got to get him in a cab over because it's a whole lot better ride, and he will enjoy himself much, much more. All right. Look at my schedule here real quick. Should be K-Pro Hydro. Thank you. Super young man, very gifted. And I know Mom and Dad are pretty darn proud too. All right, I see 4 boats back on the water. Ryderberg's going by right now. That's the easy one in this. 122. I want to give a shout out. Well, we got a little bit of quiet here to Steve Fairbanks and Higher Vantage for being here with their drones and getting all the aerial footage that they are and being able to use that for our refereeing. You will notice that we have less boats in the turns now than we did in the past. This is what has looked to be the future for racing in many venues. I know Vintage is still calling for flags, and we're making a little bit of concessions on that, but inboard is going to drones. That is the direction that's been set by Tim Collins, and boy, we got getting a little tight up there. Had a driver that I don't think knew there was somebody next to him or behind him, just behind him. We're down to 11 seconds. The outside there got a nice run. Is that the 122? That is the 122R. Ryder Burks across first.